What's good with y'all? Meditations, part 1. We're going to do the first 6 chapters. We're just going to give y'all a nice little overview of kind of what I've gotten from this book, and then also just appreciate this. Wow. Just appreciate being outdoors. I kind of feeling a little sick today, so I just wanted to chill and kind of just get my mind right. I just wanted to take a little break from the physical activity. Just been going really hard, doing a lot of that type of stuff. So I just thought today this would be a nice little change of pace. We could sit down, find some more value in some meditations, and just continue to get smarter together. I always say that, but that's just really the goal, because I'm trying to get smarter. I assume if you're watching this, you're probably trying to get a little bit smarter. So shoot, we just gonna kind of go through book 1 together, and then we're just gonna continue. I'm probably just gonna give y'all a couple little excerpts from each chapter, just to kind of get the point of the whole chapter, I would say. And then we'll just kind of drop some other stuff. Y'all can drop me some little passages or whatever y'all found interesting from my review. Obviously there's just so much in this book that I can't review it all, so just we learning together. So I keep saying that every time. I'm learning, you're learning, so let's just learn together. Let's continue to get smarter. I got 10 subscribers now. I got a whole AAU team, so it's like, shoot, if we got a whole AAU team, we could do a lot. So let's just continue to get smarter together. That whenever I felt like helping someone who was short of money or otherwise in need, I never had to be told that I had no resource to do it with, and that I was never put in that position myself of having to take something from someone else. Just understanding that if I don't have the resources to get something, that I shouldn't be having to take it from someone else. But in reality, the world, which it's hard to say that, because you look at any sort of business, you look at any sort of capitalistic venture, that's what you have to do. You have to take poor people and have them work for you for cheap. This is why we have labor in other countries. This is why we don't do manufacture things in America, because the rich have to have these margins. So in that, it's funny because that's actually book 1. It's called Debts and Lessons. And that is exactly that's a lot of what we experience today, is just having to take from those that may already have or that don't have, and then to give to those that already do, like the rich get richer kind of thing. I don't know. That's kind of what I took from that. And that was a lot of lesson. Book 1 was just more so just kind of just understanding the debt system and how lessons can help us. The first passage from book 2, though, was, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. This is explained even further. I'm on about to be on book 10 of the whole book, but in book 9, this is discussed quite a bit about how people may treat you in a certain type of light, but if we're trying to hold our vibrations extremely high, if we're trying to be within the natural state of the universe, these low vibrations shouldn't even get the time of day. It is just not worth our energy. It's not worth bringing our frequencies down to align with people who aren't within the natural state of the universe. To obstruct each other is unnatural. To feel anger at someone, to turn your back on him, these are obstructions. So when someone's obstructing you just off the rip, that is against nature. We are not supposed to be obstructing each other. We're supposed to be working together to move us forward. That is why a team, that is why having people around you is so valuable, because you can push forward if everybody is in the right path. At the same time, though, if you have a team and you have someone being a negative leech, or someone that's not allowing for the full progression, y'all hear the plane up there. That's where we need to really become selective with who is in our group, who we are allowing to have access to our frequencies, have access to our vibrations, have access to our nature. Because you're only as strong, like I just said, we at AAU team, we're only as strong as our weakest link. we're only as strong as our weakest link. If we have someone complaining and crying and thinking that they're the main character, when in reality we all are just a small part of the whole universe, this main character syndrome, which we all feel it because we, in our own lives, we are our own main character, to be fair. But in reality, we are such a small part of a huge machine that when I started to realize this, it became hard for me to even want to be like a main character. It was like, no, like I'm just doing what's the best for me because that is what nature has for me. So it's not about like being a main character. It's about doing what nature has allowed us to do, for taking advantage of the opportunities that we were given within our lives, within nature. You are an old man. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about selfish impulses, to kick against fate in the present, and to mistrust the future. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against the fate in the present, and to mistrust the future. These impulses are obstructions, impulse, unnatural, stagnation. These are all forms of evil that have been frequently highlighted in this book, because these are the things that get in our own way. We allow ourselves to get in our own way. This is the difference. This is for people that are super successful and super like have a goal, have an end goal, that is aligned with nature. They don't let any of this like stupid stuff take down their vibrations. I keep saying this, I keep using this reference of like vibrations and frequencies, but that's all it is. It's like the best example I can give you is basketball. It's like when you pass the ball around, the ball has good energy, it has high frequencies, high vibrations, and therefore it's a higher chance for the ball to go in because everybody's eating, everybody's getting a look. There's no obstruction. It's catch the ball, pass, dribble, pass. There's no obstructions. There's nobody being selfish. It's just everybody working in harmony. And this is any sport. This could be any team game, of course. It's just the fact that you have people working in harmony, communicating with each other and not obstructing each other because everybody has a common goal. So, jeez, told y'all I was getting a little sick, but so just to understand that we have a common goal together and that we could do this. We could really do this. Like, we can make change that we didn't think was possible. All we have to do is just follow nature, follow within our own divine journey, and just be aware, be cautious, be cautiously optimistic that the journey is going to be better than we could ever imagine, than I could ever imagine, that I could ever tell you. Because that's just how it goes. That's just how it always ends up. That there is a limit to the time assigned you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and never return. That there is a limit to the time assigned you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and it will never return. We only have so much time to unlock our souls from these mortal bodies. That's what I'm taking from that. We have a certain amount of time, but it's about after this life, where will we be? Will we be in a spot that we can look at and say, I did my nature, I did what I was supposed to do on this planet? Or will we be looking back with regret before we die? And that's why I think a lot of people are scared of death. But in here, we should never be scared of death, because that is the natural state of the universe, is always changing. And the universe itself is able to recreate things. So nothing in the universe ever goes to waste. It always is moving forward. Even if the ashes in someone's grave, like when they die, or they're in the gravesite, their soul is gone, but then their body is also being manipulated so that other things in the earth are able to survive and move forward. So just understanding that we are just a small, minuscule amount of time on this earth, and so if we're not using it, then we're actually doing not only ourselves a disadvantage, but we're doing the whole planet a disadvantage, because again, we are a small part in a big machine. So if one part's off, then the whole machine is kind of off. You guys see what I'm saying with the team? If you have your weakest link that's taken away from everybody else, then the team's going to be off. And that's how we can look at it with the universe. That's how we can look at it with this world that we're in right now. People who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse towards are wasting their time, even when it's hard at work. It's not about always working for somebody or for something. It's rather you're working, but it's not the work we think when we think of working. It's not working a 9 to 5. It's not working for the dollars. No, what work am I putting in spiritually so that I'm able to advance? What work am I putting in physically so that I'm able to advance and feel more confident about myself? It's those battles. It's not the working for monetary value. That type of work has been completely oversaturated, in my opinion, in this world, because it just has everybody on a rat wheel, whatever you want to call that, rat wheel. Like you're just spinning. I just saw a little a GIF on Twitter, and it was talking about how if you're playing Monopoly, would you ever pass go and never buy any properties, just collect your check? Not pay your taxes to the government, but just collect your check every couple weeks. That's what a lot of us are doing. That's what a lot of people are doing. They're not investing. They're not making an effort towards their future. They're just working for the paycheck, spending the paycheck, and then just continuing the cycle. I don't want to be the one to say it, but to me, and in this book, it's mentioned like a few times that's how slavery is. Because, and I don't want to, I could get into this, which actually, shoot, we might as well. I got time today. Y'all answer me a question. In the 1800s, when there was slavery, and the slaves were able to farm their own food, they were able to scavenge for their own stuff, are they more self-sufficient than us right now? Because right now, most of the world, we can't grow our own crops. We can't build our own houses. We can't do a lot of things. So are we taking a step back? Did we take a step back from our nature just as humans because everything is so easily obtainable through industrialism, through capitalism? Did we lose our nature? Is that us losing our nature? Because instead of working for ourselves, working for our own people, and being able to defend ourselves and allow for ourselves to like survive. Like that was the main thing I read. I was taking just like a history class this year. That was the main thing to me that stood out. It was just like the wherewithal of these people that were brought over on ships or like brought over, that they were actually the ones that were making most of the strides, most of the improvements. So like the cotton gin, for example, like it was just, that's a black invention that was used in Africa. Like a lot of these, like for hemp and a lot of these different products, we were already doing this in Africa, but we allowed for our technology to get took, and then they doubled down and said, yeah, we're going to take your technology and then we're going to work you 10 times harder with it. So if that's not an obstruction, if that's not causing each other obstructions, I don't know what would be. So that's why it's funny when we talk about like today and how we're so much better off, but in reality it's like we're less self-reliant, and we're way more reliant on the government or just businesses and capitalism in general, obviously. So it's like, are we more free or are we less free? You tell me. Because I mean, personally, I'm gonna try to be free. So that's why like I'm trying to make these gains, trying to unlock my mental capacity to be free. Because like, damn, that's like a lot of bot talk. Like, you gonna be stuck for a while if you just run in the rat race every day. I'm sorry, that was a tangent of death, but I don't know. There's just a lot of thoughts that I be thinking lately. I'm like, is that how it should be? Don't ever forget these things. The nature of the world, my nature, how I relate to the world, What proportion of it I make up. I was just saying this. How I relate to the world and what proportion of it I make up. We are so minuscule in the whole idea of the world that if you just ask yourself this question, what proportion of it I make up, you will realize you are so like small in the world that all you can do is just like try to fulfill your small journey. And that's what I'm trying to do. That you are a part of nature and no one can prevent you from speaking and acting in harmony with it always. That no one can prevent you from speaking and acting in harmony with it always. We are the only ones that allow for ourselves to not be within the harmony or within the natural state of the universe. We allow for outside sources to get in our head and really blind us to the like our ultimate goal. Is we allow people to distract us and make us think that we're not enough, but in reality we are.
Listen, we gonna go walk now. That chair just broke. Hey man, that's just how it goes. It's just so beautiful. I just thought I should get a little, not too much sun today, but it's a good day. Not too much sun.
Back up here. Boom. Oh, I should have. Shoot, that's where I could have had y'all this whole time. We'll go to when it comes to when it turns its back on another person or sets out to do it harm, as the soul of the angry do when it is overpowered by pleasure or pain. And it says, the human soul degrades itself, and those were examples. When it turns its back on another person or sets out to do its harm, as the souls of the angry do. It's very simple. The soul of the angry. This is evil. This is evil. We cannot entertain this stuff. That would just be a disservice to ourselves. So actually, it's been 17 minutes and it's only been 2 chapters. So I think I might just have to break it up even more. I was going to try to do like 5-6 chapters, but your boy be yapping, respectfully. So I appreciate y'all so much. I'm probably just low-key record a few of these, so y'all gonna probably see the same background. But I appreciate y'all so much. Like, sub. It's just, we gonna keep dropping game. And this is, I've made 50 videos out of 1 book. So, we're about to be dropping hella videos for y'all coming soon. Whenever I get done, I think I'm on the last book of this, so new book coming soon, kind of. I've just been, it's been crazy because I read this book probably like last year at some point, and it resonated with me, but coming here and talking to y'all and like just like getting my own thoughts out about it has made it like so much more beneficial. So I appreciate y'all for just like, shoot, y'all don't even be tuning in like that, but I appreciate y'all just for allowing me, for giving me a space to come here and talk my ish. So have a good day. Meditations, Marcus Aurelius. It's just real vibes out here. So I appreciate y'all so much. Frohlich-Fair signing out.